My boyfriend handed me his phone. It wasn't a big deal. We'd been together for almost 2 years. There was never some rule about touching each other's phones. He was in the kitchen making coffee. His phone buzzed, and he asked me to check who texted him. That's it. Nothing unusual. I picked up the phone and unlocked it. The message was already open. But when I tried to go back, I tapped the wrong conversation. At first, I didn't even realize it. I thought I was looking at the text he wanted me to see. Then I noticed the contact name. I had never seen it before. No profile picture, just a first name. And the last message said, "Last night was worth it." I froze. For a second, I honestly thought it had to be a joke, a misunderstanding, something, anything. Then I looked at the date. It was sent 12 hours earlier. Ryan walked back into the room, and I quickly locked the phone because suddenly I knew I wasn't supposed to have seen that message. The rest of the day felt weird. Ryan acted completely normal, like nothing had happened, like I hadn't just seen a message that made absolutely no sense. I kept replaying it in my head. Last night was worth it. What was that supposed to mean? That evening, I finally did something I wasn't proud of. I checked his phone again. Not for long, maybe 30 seconds. The conversation was gone. Completely gone. At first, I thought I opened the wrong chat. So I checked again. Nothing. The entire conversation had disappeared. That's when I noticed something else. At the top of his messages, there was an archived folder. I'd never seen him use it before. My stomach dropped because suddenly the missing conversation made a lot more sense. I opened the folder. There were dozens of chats inside. Old friends, co-workers, random contacts. Then I found the same name, the one from earlier. I opened the conversation, and the first message I saw said, "I miss waking up next to you." I just stared at the screen because there was no misunderstanding anymore, and that's when I started scrolling. I wish I had stopped scrolling. Honestly, it would have been easier. The messages went back months, not days, months. At first, I was looking for some kind of explanation, something that would make all of it make sense. But every message made things worse. There were inside jokes, photos, plans, conversations that looked way too familiar because they sounded exactly like the conversations Ryan used to have with me. Then I found a message from 3 weeks earlier. The woman asked him, "Does she know about me yet?" I stopped scrolling. I read that message 3 times. Then I read Ryan's reply. "No, and she never will." I felt sick, not because I was surprised anymore, because suddenly everything made sense. The late nights, the canceled plans, the weekends he was always busy. It had all been right in front of me, and I never saw it. Then I noticed something else. The woman had sent a photo. I opened it, and that's when I recognized where they were, because I'd been there before with Ryan. I knew exactly where the photo was taken. Ryan and I used to go there all the time. It was our place, the restaurant where we had our first real date, the place he always said was special. And now I was looking at a photo of him sitting there with someone else. I didn't cry. Honestly, I think I was past that point. I just felt tired. The next day, Ryan texted me, "Want to grab dinner tonight?" I stared at the message for a second. Then I replied, "Sure." A few hours later, we were sitting across from each other at the same restaurant, the same one from the photo. Ryan smiled and started talking about his day, like everything was normal, like nothing had happened. Then I pulled out my phone, opened the photo, and placed it on the table. I didn't say anything. I just let him look at it. The second he saw it, his face changed. He already knew. I didn't need an explanation. I didn't need excuses. I definitely didn't need another lie. So I stood up, grabbed my bag, and walked away. Ryan called my name before I reached the door, but I never turned around because for the first time in months, I finally stopped waiting for the truth. I already had it,